Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. My name is Peace. I'm with the Footsteps to Peace. I'm a psychic astrologer and an intuitive life coach. If you are interested in a personal reading, please feel free to check the description box down below. There you'll find the link to my website, thefootstepstopeace.com. Also, like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it, and hit that notification bell so you can be updated the next time I post a video. I will tell you guys that I have been kind of struggling a little bit wanting to put this reading out today, only because of everything that is going on in the world. It has been such heavy energy, and I do feel like for a lot of people, the last thing on their mind is love. I know for me, like, as much as I would love to have my husband come home, I'm also, really kind of engulfed in what is going on in order to keep your head up high. And if you think that somebody is coming in to save you, you're absolutely incorrect. So I do want to take a moment, you guys, to send some, thoughts, prayers, well wishes to all the people who have been abandoned in Afghanistan. I have a huge affinity for our servicemen and women. They go out, they fight for our freedom, and they fight for our rights in order to have a free country. So for those of you who have a heart, I would definitely say, tonight, light a candle for each one of those men and women and their families. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and get started. Let's see what's going on with the Divine Masculine. All right, so we got Divine Masculine. There it is, mending Spirit. And the Divine Feminine, wow, come to the edge. And exchanging gifts. So exchanging gifts, I feel like for some of you, the Divine Masculine might want to call and, get together at some point. Maybe they're and mend whatever is going on between the two of you. When it comes to the mending, it talks about the number 52, which is a 7. 7, here we go, 1, 2. So the relationship message says, you've come to a place where forgiveness is necessary if you're to move forward. Separate or together, you and the other person are still experiencing the effects of a hurt that is impacting everything that you do, even if you're not aware of it. The energy needs to clear. What must you do to bridge this gap? Closing your heart is not the answer. You have the power to heal this wound. Ask yourself, what would love do? Only good will come of forgiveness and an honest redress. I feel like maybe for a lot of you, you already know exactly who this Divine Masculine is. And I feel like the two of you guys have gotten in some type of an argument. Maybe it was a text message, an email, a phone call, any one of those things. And I definitely feel that even this argument or whatever it is that you went through, you have to see that that was a gift. It was a gift to kind of see exactly how the Divine Masculine was going to handle the situation. I feel like for the Divine Feminine, it was like either, shit or get off the pot is what she basically told the Divine Masculine. You're either going to shit or get off the pot. You're either going to realize that I am a gift, or you are not going to hear or see from me ever again. And that's what I'm really getting. I feel like the feminine is kind of being a little sassy pants. Which you have every rights to be. I'm, me, myself, I'm so sick and tired of, the breadcrumbing and the bullshit. Like, if you cannot stand up and step up to the plate, step aside, because there's somebody else that would love to be in your position. So the relationship message for the exchanging gifts says, love is an exchange of life force energy between two beings. It grows exponentially when it's reciprocated. You must give and receive in order for love to flourish and abundance to flow between you. Spirit wants you to start accepting all the blessings waiting for you, as well as offer the same gift in return. Open your heart and allow it to be filled. Let love in and let it flow out of you too. Love is truly yours today. So, this relationship, can definitely be a gift if the other person can actually see the benefit in it. And if they can't, like I said, they need to step aside so that someone else can actually take up that space that it was meant here all along. It's scary to be truly intimate with someone, to allow him or her to see all of you. Excuse me, sorry about that, guys. Especially the parts of you that you've kept hidden and protected. Now is the time to take that risk and let yourself be seen, truly seen. It's important that you speak up, voice what you need, state who you are, say what you hope for. This is not the time to play it safe, but to take a leap of faith. You will be glad you did. If you're seeking a relationship, the same applies. Take one step towards the gods and they will deliver what you truly desire. So I feel like I do feel like the two of you guys did get in some type of an argument, and it's exactly like I said. The divine feminine is saying, if you can't see me as a gift and all you're going to do is sit here and talk to me on the telephone, you can't, make a plan, you can't, whatever, fill in the dots, then you know what, we're going to go ahead and end this cycle. Clean it up. It's enough. Wow. I mean, that's fucking as point blank as you can get it. Spirit, please show me for the divine masculine. All right. Wow. Yeah, there it is. Pride and ego. First one out. Pride and ego. Afraid. Fifth dimension. So they keep you in the fifth dimension. They keep this relationship up in the ethers. They dream about you, all because they're afraid of actually doing something in the physical realm. One more, Spirit. No, it's too many. Yeah, so I saw mute. So yeah, there's been no communication between the two of you because of that. So, but the two of you guys, yeah, contemplation, and that's exactly what the divine masculine is doing. He's contemplating coming into union. He's seen in the fifth dimension, in his dreams, he's seen the two of you guys together. But there is some confusion here. That's what the clouds are all about, and the pride and ego that steps in the way. It's like he's all cocky when he's behind a phone or a computer screen, because look at, we got Mr. Peacock over here. So it's like he can be all cocky when he's behind a screen or behind a phone, but when it comes to actually, bringing this into the human realm, he's like, oh, well, I'm not quite sure this is what I want, and he's actually contemplating. I think that he's tried to talk to you and sent you telepathic messages, and maybe for some of you, you've gotten it through, internet, you've gotten it through radio, you've gotten it through, maybe a show that you've been watching. I feel like the divine masculine is speaking through those entities. Spirit, okay, so Spirit, please show me the divine feminine. Please show me the divine, wow, okay, so I'm not going to chase after that, obviously, it doesn't want to be seen. Okay, so there it is. So we've got tribe. Divine feminine is working, she wants to know who her tribe is. He's got the peacock, she's got the elephant. She's definitely in a very a strong position here, and you're not just going to budge an elephant. So elephants don't forget. That's one thing I can say is elephants do not forget. Spirit, please show me. Okay, there it is. So we've got surrender. Okay, and too many cards here. One more card, Spirit. We've got surrender. She's surrendering, like I said, if you're not willing to take a leap of faith, she's not willing to compromise. She is not willing to compromise. She's not going to compromise what she knows to be true. So, I mean, that's just a given, you guys. And at the bottom of the deck, wow, here it is, twin flame. These are always the hardest. People think that this twin flame dynamics are a gift, and actually they're like your worst fucking nightmare. Because you have to go through a major metamorphosis in order for the two of you guys to even come together. Where the divine masculine actually has to step into his power and match her. Or do you want a family together? Because the divine feminine wants a family. And she's giving it up to a higher power. She's opening up that heart chakra, and she is not willing to compromise for anything, not even for a twin flame. You don't compromise for twin flames, and she's done being kept in the dark. In the same position, okay, this is on the divine masculine side where he's all by himself, contemplation, he's contemplating, do I want to be in this union? I would love to be able to put my arms around someone, but then he's like, well, I have to give up being single, and is he willing to compromise, for that? He's going to have to, and I feel like that's for the feminine too. Is she really ready to give up being single, and putting that's a tough one, for me. I mean, I've been single for most part of 17 years. I've only had a couple of relationships in that 17 years. And it's like, you don't have to answer to anybody, you don't have to, you don't have to fight it with anybody, you know where your money is going. You don't have to worry about any of this other stuff. Like, is it really worth it anymore? And that's the question, you know, are you wanting this relationship? There is a lot of passion between you and another person, but, you know, are you, I feel like the divine masculine is contemplating, and the feminine is like, I'm not willing to compromise, and I will not be kept in the dark anymore, and I will not be left in the shadows. And it's funny, in the same position as the masculine has the fifth dimension, the feminines are in this place of surrender. You know, like I said, the feminines are sitting in a very powerful position right now, and they have to decide on what they even want, you know? And I feel like the two of you guys are definitely a gift to one another, but then, I mean, when I see twin flame is a pain in the ass. You know, you really do have to go through a lot in order to come into union with your twin flame. You know, there is a massive, massive shred on both of your part. That means getting rid of people, places, and situations that no longer serve a purpose. If that's a job, if that's a home, you know, uh, people, you know, old friends, family members that no longer serve a purpose. But I do feel like where the masculine is going to need to pick up the phone and call. I always see that as a phone whenever I see the two of you. Or whenever I see this card, I just see it as a phone. But they do. They need to mend their relationship. And I feel like the divine masculine, the ball is in your court. All right, divine masculine. Spirit, please show me for the divine masculine. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Too many masculine questions. Yeah, Spirit, please show me divine masculine. All right. Okay, so we've got karma, toxic addictions, and one more. There it is. And hardships. Yeah, I feel like the divine masculine, yeah, walking away. All right. That's what they're compromising, or, you know, that's what they're contemplating, is just walking away, saying that, you know, this is too hard. For some of them, they're walking away from some of their addictions, you know, from, you know, whether they're an alcoholic, a drug addict, you know, maybe a shopping addiction, porn addiction, all of those things. And I feel like, you know, they're really having to overcome their addiction issues, and they're having to pay off all these karmic debts, especially because they've been so prideful. I feel like a lot of their addictions that they have has been based off of, you know, a lot of the things that they haven't wanted to face in their own reality, whether that's, you know, childhood traumas, you know, mending relationships with family members, you know, coming to grips with, you know, things that have hurt you in the past. I do feel like, you know, but the masculine has to go through this on their own. And that's why the feminine has been kind of, you know, on her own, doing her own thing. You know, the feminine, you're not here to fix this for the masculine. I feel like this is just at the bottom of the deck. Maybe that's your toxic addiction, divine feminine, is you're always trying to fix it. Well, it's not your fucking problem anymore. And I feel like a lot of you have to also understand that, you know, and I know I've talked to a lot of my own clients, and, you know, we don't want project relationships anymore. Okay. So maybe that's what you're being saved from, is these projects. Spirit, please show me divine feminine. Okay. Divine feminine. You've got synchronicities. Okay. That's funny because look, I did say that the divine masculine was sending you some type of information and messages through the fifth dimension. And here it is, paying attention. I said, you know, whether it's a radio, a clock, you know, television, bumper stickers, all of those things. All right, next card out, anger. Anger. So I feel like it's a righteous anger, though. I don't even feel like it's like that the divine feminine is angry, because I'm not really getting that. I feel like, in fact, if anything, I feel like the anger has subsided. You know, she's not willing to fight anymore. She's not going to fight for a relationship that is, she can just see that is not going anywhere either. And the last card out, you've got guidance. There it is. It says, from higher self, spirit, trusted family or friends, and anyone with wisdom. So at the bottom of the deck, spirit, okay, that's weird. Look at this music. What's even weirder is it was like this. Okay. This is the bottom of the deck. You got music. So it's exactly what I said. Pay attention to the music that you're listening to, because I feel like the divine masculine really is sending you signs and messages, synchronicities, the whole nine through your music. Divine feminine. Also, pay attention to the music that you're listening to, okay? Because you really don't want to be manifesting, those walking away songs, those poor sad songs. It was like there was a song that came up in my head earlier. What was it? It was at Shania Twain or something, where it's, I dug my key into the side of his pretty little souped up 4-wheel drive, because I was rolling through Facebook and I saw this lady wanting to know if there was a spell that she could do, because she'd been cheated on, and she wanted a spell that, could take away her pain. And that was the song that came in. Well, I guess you could, don't do that, you guys. Don't ever do that. But that was the song that Spirit put on instant replay. But I feel like, just realizing that for those of you who have been through that situation, or are going through it right now, try not to be angry, learn the lesson. You knew that this person was very egoistic and had their own addictions. And like I said, even a sexual addiction, is an addiction. So, pay attention to that. But on with the divine masculine and feminine. I do feel like there are signs and synchronicities that you are coming into union with your divine counterpart coming soon. And I feel like, just pay attention to where you're being guided to go. And I want to see, why is the compromise card here? Yeah, it's isolated. Yeah, you're not, like I said, if divine feminines are not willing to compromise themselves. They would rather be on their own than put themselves in a situation with another where they have to compromise who they are or their integrity or any of those. So I feel like the divine feminine has kind of like just pulled her energy back and said, nah, I'm good. I'm good. I'd rather isolate myself than deal with your bullshit. Yeah, she's putting herself into alignment with what it is that is supposed to be coming in for her. She's not, she's not putting up with just anything. And look at that. She also got karma. So she's going to get her karma. She's getting her just dues. She's working on her taxes. She's working on her paperwork. She's working on the things that need to be worked on. And the divine masculine is doing his thing until he figures out if he's wanting this commitment with her, okay? If he's willing to commit. And that's what he is contemplating. Maybe even traveling in to come and see her. Does not mean that they have to be living at, maybe they do live in separate towns, or maybe they don't. He wants to come out of separation with his divine feminine, okay? That is what I am seeing. He wants to come out of the fifth dimension, and he wants to bring it into the human, existence. But the only issue is he is dealing with some type of addictions, and I feel like he's got a lot of shame because of those addictions, and it's something that is hard to overcome. Hey man, I get it. I was a smoker for 20 some odd years, and it has been one of the hardest things to quit smoking. I must have been a witch in my past life, because I love that feeling, and so I smoked for 20 plus years, and yeah, it's freaking horrible, but at the same time, I know what it's like to have an addiction and not be able to shake it. And, it's like you have to rewire the parts of yourself that brought you into this mess, that allows you to treat your body as it does. It's funny. I see all these people who are like work out hardcore, but then they go home and drink even harder. And it's like, you act like you're so, health conscious and things like that. But I also see what you're doing behind the scenes. So keep that in mind too. With that said, you guys, pay attention to the way, you're feeding yourself, the things that you're consuming. Like I said, at the beginning of the reading, it's really hard, to put yourself out here like this and to be vulnerable, and take a chance again on love. But there is a reason for these relationships coming together, and it's going to be better than you've ever experienced if you're willing to put yourself out there for it. All right, Spirit. So let me see. What advice do you have for the divine masculine? There it is. Nope, too many cards. Spirit, please show me what advice do you have for the masculine? Yeah, goddess of the moon. Goddess of the moon. So there it is again. This divine masculine, he's got a lot of like a dreamer manifestation, energy. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like I'm in a weird vortex myself. Like, and I almost feel like that's what I'm kind of getting from the divine masculine with all the cards that he's got. You know, trying to come out of your toxic addictions, you know, being in the fifth dimension. Like, we are in this weird portal right now, and nothing feels right. It's hard to get grounded. We just had that second full moon in Aquarius. So it's tearing some shit up right now. So one of the things that I can say is try and stay as grounded as you possibly can would probably be in your best interest. You know what, guys? Oh my God, look at this for the divine masculine. We got the number 52 twice. Okay, 52. That's not a coincidence that we've got the number 52 twice. I want to go ahead real quick and I want to look up the number 52. 52. Oh, 52 stars on the flag. Okay. That's not a coincidence with everything that's going on in the world. For some of you, you guys are separated from your significant partner because they're in the service and they're overseas. Spiritual meaning. So, Joanna Scribes, there's going to be changes occurring that bring about improvements in your life about when it comes to personal freedom, curiosity and courage, motivation and progress, adaptability and versatilities, new opportunities, making positive life choices, life lessons learned through experience, and important life changes. The number 2 relates to the attributes of duality, balance and harmony, cooperation, partnerships, adaptability. And the number 5 is motivation and progress. So this combination makes the number 52 a number of personal expression, optimism, companionship, and activity. So it tells you that important life changes may come about sooner than expected and in unexpected and miraculous ways. Your angels ask that you be open and receptive to your intuitive thoughts and feelings and take positive action as you're guided to. So that's a pretty good message. Any of you guys wanting to get more information on 52, please feel free to go and look it up on your own, okay? But with that said, maybe even your divine masculine he might be 52 years old this year. Spirit, please show me what messages do you have for the divine feminine? What advice do you have for the divine feminine? All right, divine feminine. Wow, third chakra, Archangel Shamuel. So it's like she's just going with her gut. We are in Virgo season. Virgo season is the solar plexus. So she's just going with her gut. She needs to work on her diet, her exercise, you know, and I feel I'm going to go ahead. The book. Okay, so 52 for the divine masculine. I don't want to read the whole thing, but it says, this card shows an eternal spirit holding the bright reflective moon and standing in front of the crystal clear waters of a sparkling waterfall. Her arms are stretched upward, receiving the light of the moon, the light of inspiration. This card is all about intuition, the ability to receive insights from your soul's point of view. Receiving the card tells you that you have the power to get intuitive information on all types of issues, and now is the time to use it. The goddess of the moon brings you all sorts of information. So it's saying, you know, the divine masculine, he's over here contemplating, but he already knows what to do. Okay, he already knows. So, for instance, you could get the urge to take a different route from home and work and find out later that you avoided a 3-hour traffic jam. Or you could get an intuitive hit to go into this grocery store and there's your divine feminine, you know, right there in your favorite aisle in front of your favorite food. Okay? So you're always blessed with this ability to connect, but this card is telling you that now is the perfect time to open up and get ready for the amazing inspiration that this brings. Number 37 for the divine feminine. Oh my God, you guys, look. So divine feminine, 36. See that? Your overall energy, remember, was come to the edge. And then you got 37. Totally different deck. Okay, so 36 and 37. So there's a progression. So 37, all right, feminines. It says, the powerful Archangel Chamuel is holding a beautiful sphere of golden light at the solar plexus, which is the location of your third chakra and the center of your life force energy. The issues here revolve around the emotions of desire and your personal energy. When this card appears, it indicates that an increased enthusiasm is present or soon to be on its way. This is a great time to move toward the completion of your desires. Your life force is vibrating with power and resonance, and your soul is calling you to direct your energy in a focused, purposeful manner. This angel of power is with you now, so go for it. So if you're wanting a relationship, be purposeful. What type of a relationship are you looking for? You know, are you wanting a family man, somebody who is, you know, who wants children or has no problem that you have children or wants to, you know, whatever. And you're not willing to compromise, you know, and you're not going to let go of what it is that you want. You're not compromising. And here's the deal. You don't have to. That's the best part about this. Woman holding a coin at the bottom of the deck, number 42. Funny enough, 42 is everywhere. 42 is like, that's my number. It follows me everywhere I go. In fact, I'm going to be 42 here in a couple weeks. Oh my God. I've waited for this number. 42 has been following me around since I was in high school. So the woman holding a coin, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus energy. I'm a Virgo. So that's a little bit of insight about me. But with that said, you know, women holding a coin is somebody who is very practical, somebody who is really good when it comes to what they want to invest their time, their energy, their effort, you know, their health, their wealth, you know, all of those things. Right now, the masculine seems to be a little bit more into, you know, his spirituality, really delving deep into walking away from any hardships, walking away from addictions, walking away from people, places, and situations that no longer serve a purpose. He has to go through whatever this is on his own. Feminines, try not to get angry with your divine masculine. He is being guided towards you. He'll be here when he is supposed to be and not a moment too soon. You don't get to rush this up. It's not on your time clock, okay? It's when the universe says it's time, and not when you say it's time. We've got the 1111 here and the twin flame card here. So, and this is two separate decks if you can't tell. You know, so that definitely is telling me that the two of you guys, you know, you guys need to start sending loving messages to one another. You know, if that, like, when I go home, you know, I talk to my divine masculine. I tell them, hey, you know, I hope you had a beautiful day. I send them off with love and in hopes that they find me, you know. So, I mean, right now, we've all got a lot of things that we need to be working on. You know, maybe, like I said, maybe you need to be working on your tax shit. Maybe you need to be working on your paperwork. You need to be working on your contracts. You need to be working on ... Fill in the fucking blanks. We all have something that we should be working on. With that said, let's go ahead. Let's see. What do the divine masculines want to say to the divine feminine? I am sorry for lying to you. All right. I send you telepathic messages. Look at that, you guys. I cannot make this shit up. They are sending you telepathic messages through the fifth dimension. They're sending it to you through your music. Pay attention to what music is coming on for you. I'm sorry for lying to you. And the next card, I'm trying to trust in divine timing. What did I tell you? It's on divine time, not your time, okay? It doesn't work that way. Bottom of the deck says, I miss you. The divine masculine misses you. They miss talking to you, miss hanging out with you, just miss, you know, being with someone in general, miss putting their arms around someone. And then what does the divine feminines want to say to the divine masculine? Okay, there it is. We've got these ones. I'm thinking about making you an offer. I know I hurt you. I never intended to. Divine feminines are saying, I miss kissing you. All right. So for those of you who have had that opportunity, or maybe you've kissed them in your dreams, you mean the world to me, or you just miss kissing somebody, you know, I mean, especially when it's been a really long time, you know, you just miss having that intimacy with someone, and you mean the world to me. Okay. And especially if you guys have known each other for many, many lifetimes, it's not a surprise that this person would tell you that, you know, you mean the world to them. And I want to follow my heart. And that's what it's saying here. I'm surrendering, you know, but I am following my heart. And it's wherever my heart leads me. So if your heart leads you to that grocery store, go. If that heart, you know, if you're being led to go to a gathering and you really feel called to go, don't be afraid, you know, just get up and go. There's a reason why you're being called to where you are. I don't know, you guys. All in all, I feel like this is actually a really beautiful reading. It's very powerful. We're getting ready to go on to the other side. Virgo season is about the harvest. So, pay attention to the harvest and, and what your guys are bringing into fruition at this time. All in all, not a bad reading today, you guys. Let's go ahead and Spirit, please show me what messages. Okay, here it is. Beware of what you are projecting, for the qualities you admire in one another are qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. All right, next card out. Spirit for the Divine Masculine and Feminine. There it is. Close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life, regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. And the last card out, you guys, I cannot make this shit up. What does that say? Time. You are trying too hard. Give it time. Time. It takes time to grow that tree. The day that you plant the seed is not the day you eat. And I know all of you guys have heard that. Anyway, you guys, I want to thank you all for being here. Thank you for watching. Again, you guys, all my thoughts, prayers, and love go out to each and every person that has been stranded out in Afghanistan, our servicemen and women. Send out that loving vibration, especially if you want that loving vibration to come back to you. Anyway, you guys, I love you all so very much. Have a beautiful, beautiful week, and we'll chat again soon.